Hi guys, thanks for tuning into Familiar Foreign. I'm Sean Haley, and today we're going to be making a Nicaraguan classic, cabbage salad. When you get your Saturday night fritanga and you see that delicious cabbage and tomato and carrot mixture on top, you probably want to try it, don't you? But you may think, cabbage, oh my goodness, if that's not washed well, I will end up sick. So just better know. You can totally make this at home, and you can put it on everything, and it's so easy. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, so for this recipe, we're definitely going to use all Nicaraguan ingredients, but there's actually one tool that if you have it is going to make the salad go a lot easier to make. Instead of having to do like really fine chopping with a knife, if you have a mandolin at home, this will really help you out. Most Nicaraguan households have them. I'm sure in a lot of other places in Central America it's the same. And basically it's just a board with a really fine knife in the middle of it. You'll see how we use it a little bit later. You definitely do want it. Helps you get a really fine slice on things when you use it. And honestly, like I said, because it's so common to get here, my roommate bought one a while ago and didn't even pay $1 for it in our local market. So they're really easy to find and really cheap. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so you want to get a bowl. And like I said, we're going to be doing everything really finely because it's going to sit in a vinegar mixture. We're going to do everything really finely because it's going to sit in a vinegar mixture, and you know, the thinner the vegetables are, the faster the vinegar works on them in marinating everything. So we're going to start with the cabbage. This is just normal white cabbage. It's like a light green color, and for a really big batch of this salad, you only need 1/4 of the cabbage. This 1/4 of a cabbage cost me 10 cents. It's a really cheap salad to make. So what you're going to do is just when you cut it in the fourths, you start with the pointy end here on the mandolin, and you just do it back and forth, and I'll show you at the end the thin slices that you're going to end up with. Okay, so the second step is we're going to add our carrot. I bought a really fat carrot. For this recipe, you only need 1/2 of that. This whole carrot only cost me 5 cordova or 10 cents. So you're starting to get the idea on how much you'll be spending for a massive amount of salad. I don't even peel it, but I do, instead of using the mandolin, I use a box grater, just because I don't just want it thin, I also want it in little strips instead of the circles. So we'll add that now. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna add an onion. You're using raw onion here, and I'm not a super huge fan of biting into raw onion. So if I have it, I like to use a red onion. I don't today, so I'm just going to use a regular white one. And what you just want to do is you want to leave the root on and cut the first part, and then take your paper off, because we are going to do this one on the mandolin again, so they're really nice fine pieces. A couple of tomatoes and then a little bit of really finely sliced cilantro. The cilantro here, I don't know how it is in your country. They actually call this culantro. It doesn't look anything like the cilantro I used to buy in the States, but it smells and tastes exactly the same. And this is really cheap. So, when I first moved to Nicaragua, as I mentioned, this salad is on absolutely everything. And people kept offering me salad, and I got excited because I love, you know, like Cobb salad and Asian salad and all those great lettuce salads from the States. And I kept thinking that's what I was going to get. And it was never a lettuce salad. It was always this cabbage salad. And I felt so disappointed. But once I got over my disappointment and started eating it, Well, now I am completely addicted, and I had to figure out how to make it at home because not only do I eat it out all the time, I want it at home all the time. So if I just keep this in the fridge, I can eat it on top of a million things, and I really love it. It's actually really healthy. It's full of fiber because you're using cabbage instead of lettuce, and I love it. I'm totally addicted. Okay, so then there's only a couple steps left. You definitely want to add some salt because there's really not a whole lot more flavor going into this other than the salt and the vinegar. So you want to kind of be generous with the salt. And then here your vinegar really does make a difference because it is, like I said, one of the only flavors, and you're basically pickling this. So it's going to taste really strongly like whatever vinegar you use. My friend who taught me this recipe, she's like this older Nicaraguan woman. She swears by a vinegar called vinagre de guinea, and it's a yellowy colored vinegar. They sell a similar tasting one in the grocery store. Technically though, you can use whatever mild vinegar that you have. I don't have the guinea one today, so I'm just using a basic vinegar. But I try and use the one she told me to because I figure she knows best. So you don't want to put a lot of it on, maybe like 1/4 of a cup. And then mix it all up and taste it. I'm just going to see where you're at. You'll know. I'm going to tell you this. I also mix it by hand because everything's so fine, it's really hard to get everything through itself without by hand. So this is one of those things you got to have some clean hands and just get in there. My salad is how I like it now. The difference that you're going to see is that the longer that it kind of pickles in the fridge, the better it gets because it gets a little less crunchy and a little more juicy, and honestly that's when it's best. So make it in the morning and then just let it sit in the fridge a few hours and eat it for lunch and it'll be perfect. What can you eat it with? Some of the favorite combinations down here, like I said, almost always have to do with what you can buy in a fritanga or a fry shop. You can get a potato and cheese patties, like mashed potatoes with like mozzarella melty cheese in it. They fry it and it comes out looking like a burger, and they put the salad on top. Or you can get Mexican style taquitos with salad on top. Or you can get tajadas, which are green plantain, sliced really thinly and fried with salad on top. Are you starting to see a pattern? Anything fried is good with because that vinegar salad kind of cuts through all of that really heavy batter. But my favorite way at home, you know, that's what I get when I eat out. But when I'm at home, my quickest, most favorite dinner is really simple. It's tortillas, which I buy off the street. Here it's really common that at lunch or at dinner, someone comes around and starts selling tortillas. Everyone has a favorite person. I do too. She doesn't live in my neighborhood, so I just buy them in bulk and I freeze them. And so you can take them out one at a time and just heat them up on your comal or on your stove, and they taste just the same. You're not doing any damage to them by freezing them. So I'll go ahead and warm that up, and then I put on Nica cheese. Don't laugh. You probably hated this when you moved here like I did, but now a year and a half in, I really love it. And it's so good with this because it's like nice carbohydrate base, really salty cheese in the middle, and then you have this crunchy salad on top. I love it. So that'll be my dinner tonight. Next time you go to the market, guys, pick up all of these ingredients. You'll be making a beautiful, beautiful salad at home that you can use with so many things for less than $1. So thanks for tuning in to this great ensalada recipe, and as always, thanks for watching Familiar Foreign. Bye!